Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And this is a momentous occasion here
Wow,
on the Million Dollar. It is a very big word.
Yeah.
A momentous occasion. So a lot of times, I'm not sure what we're going to talk about until right before the show. And so I reached out to Mr. Magazine and I said, give us a topic. And he gave us a topic.
Oh, that's right. I did, yeah.
So take it away, Mr. Magazine.
Well, the topic is whatnot. And
why not whatnot?
Well, so far, Papergoy's been doing it for a month now.
To anybody out there, we shoot these in advance. So when we're doing this, I've done 4 shows. Mr. Magazine has almost done 2.
Yes, right. So I've done 0, but I almost did 1 twice. I canceled my second one. And I don't want to make excuses, just like Instagram, but...
Oh, you stole my thunder. I was going to say that Whatnot is the new Instagram.
It is. Well, the problem is, and I do work a lot of hours. We say it 100 times. Not as much as he's a one-band bag. No one beats that comment. But we do work a lot. And in the 90 hours I work, I don't seem to find time for certain things. I put them on a back burner. And they're going to be my scared parts of the business. Not the scared pile, but scared parts of the business. Instagram. And now Whatnot turned into the next one. So, and I want to do Whatnot. I have the comics ready to do Whatnot. Had them ready for a month.
I will attest to that.
They're alphabetized.
They
I
are.
even had Papergoy speak and did the preview, and we took
Twice.
Yep, twice, exactly. So I'm like, well,
I was expecting to get rich off those royalties.
right, absolutely. And I want to piggyback Papergoy's time slot on Thursdays because he's here. I stop by here to watch him most of the time, and I was like, hey, get me started, give me a little push. I'll do it right here, whatever. I'll get the feel for it. So I was going to have my employee Tori take the pictures and put them on the phone. One, I hate it that it has to be the phone, but it is what it is, so you got to do this. So you got to take the picture of each lot, which I alphabetized, front and back, most likely recommended.
I only do the front, but okay.
Oh, you told me you did the back when I asked you. I thought you said that.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Anyways.
I show it during the auction if there's any questions.
Correct. So besides that, you got to do the price. We're going to do all $5. Very simple. The weight's 12 ounces, whatever. So we do the first one, but we did it on the wrong page or something, so it wasn't pertaining to that auction. So we did it again. We did one perfect. It turned out great. The first Adam Strange, I think, was A. Lot of 4 or whatever. Perfect.
I mean, Whatnot has never seen a better.
Tori's sitting there. Tori's doing one, and I'm busy working, but I'm near Tori, and he's doing this. He's like, it's just circling. Well, the back of my shop here, my desk it does have bad cell phone reception. Kept circling. So then Tori didn't want to do it. Said, let's do it the next day. Then we got busy and sidetracked the next day. And before you know it, the auction's in 2 days. So you can't really preview those lots in 2. I don't think it was right. So I canceled it. And I said, let me regroup. I talked to Papergoy, and I think he said there's a way of taking the pictures in advance. So once we got the pictures, I might do them at the warehouse. There's better reception there. And, well, next Thursday I'll be gone, so it won't be happening next Thursday. So maybe the Thursday after, we're not sure. So right now it's in limbo. But again, for me, I crunched the numbers too, and I'm like, Paperboy's a one-man band. We've heard that many times. So he doesn't have to pay an employee. He's doing it himself, and that's great. I'd love to do it myself, but I get busy and sidetracked or scared to take 35 pictures when I could be doing something else. So, I add all this up, pay my employee the time, and if I get the numbers that Paperboy gets, I wouldn't be as happy as what he's happy with getting. So I might, just kind of put it off. I'm like, well, I can make more money doing this. So for me, it hasn't worked out yet, but I'm going to give it a shot still.
Nice.
How about you?
Well, I think part of the problem is that it has not been gangbusters for me. I think that if...
For other people, too, I've heard the same kind of stories. It's getting bigger, maybe not watered down, but things are going cheaper because so many people are on, trying it out now. But go ahead.
I think if I were doing, $1,000 in an hour, I think it would jump up to the front of your list of things to do.
Correct. I agree to that one.
I think that's part one.
I'd find a way of getting those pictures on in no time. If you can guarantee me $1,000 for sure.
Wise man once says there are no guarantees.
Death and taxes.
That's true. I know what you mean in that it took me a few weeks to do the first Whatnot auction because I had trepidation of doing it. How am I going to do it? What do you do? I don't know what to do. And then finally I just bit the bullet and said, I got to do this. This is ridiculous. I'm on the site. I've got to do it. Similarly, with the other auctions that I want to do, the Facebook auctions, etc., I just have to bite the bullet and do it. Because as you're aware, and it's not just in this, it's not just you, it's me, it's everybody out there watching this. There's always a reason not to do something. There always is. And you can always, in your head, justify not doing it and be absolutely 100% correct. And the easiest thing to do is nothing, to be honest, no matter what it is. That's the easiest thing to do. Maybe it's not for you. I mean, if you watch my next couple of auctions or you hear about my next couple of auctions and I'm still at the $50 to $75 range, I don't know. I mean, then the question is it worth your doing, especially if it's something that you don't like to do?
Well, I think I could get more money with better comics or bigger lots. So I don't think, I think I could get $100 to $500 if I wanted to pay, spend the time. Oh, this is a good lot. It's normally $100. Maybe I'll get 40, 50, whatever. It's just sitting here. But then, I would be doing it from purely a business standpoint where I know you like the social media aspect. You get the followers, subscribers, and that's great. I like that too. But I would be doing this to make money. And, crunching the numbers, say how long do you spend on?
I spent an hour prepping, probably another, probably 20 minutes, half an hour getting the stuff together, an hour for the auction, and half an hour on the back end packing. So 3 hours.
So you got 3 hours invested. So I would be looking at what can I do in 3 hours, or what can I pay my employees to do in 3 hours? So say they did 3 weeks of it, you're talking 9 hours. I'm paying $15 an hour. That's $150, and I generate $100 a week. So really,
you're giving away comics.
I'm giving away comics, but also I'm looking at and you used the word before. I keep forgetting what the word is.
Opportunity cost.
Opportunity cost. So in those 9 hours, if my manager can list 25 items an hour and they're worth $25 each, he can list $500 an hour per item times 9. You're talking $5,000 of good potential sellable items on eBay and Amazon. Where I'm not going to get that no shot on Whatnot. I could put the better stuff on there, but from what I hear, you put $1,000 comic, you're not going to get $950 for it. I don't know. That's just what I hear. But so that's why I'm looking at. That's why I don't mind doing the $10, $20 comic lots for $5. I'm fine with that. But I just got to get to that point and see how it goes. If I can generate 40, 50 lots at 10, 20 a lot, then it might be worth it. But I just got to get my first one done. So just like my first Instagram. Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right though, and that is absolutely what you just said. There is completely true for that and for so many things in life. You got to get the first one. That really, truly is what it is. Because you've got, and again, I'm not picking on you because I had the same thing, and I've got the same thing about the Facebook and that. You've got a fear of all the different things that could go wrong. You go on, you look like a fool. You go on, and I got kicked out of my own auction one time. Got rid of the heckler. I was heckling myself, apparently, and so on. You're just thinking about the worst that could happen,
right.
And there isn't, at least not from what we've seen before, for the first couple of auctions, there isn't this tremendous upside. It's not like you're probably going to have a $10,000 auction right out the gate. It's just not going to happen.
Right.
So if you weigh that all up and you say, here's all these negatives, and even if everything goes as well as it could, and you sold, how many lots do you have going up?
35. You
sell all 35 lots at $10 a piece. You're $350. You take your fees out. You take this out. Geez, my entire upside is $200 after $250 after everything, and that's if everything goes exactly right.
Yeah.
And it's not going to go exactly right. Then you look at it and you say, it's just not worth it. The other side of the coin is, if Whatnot stays around and you stay around in the game, maybe you are having those $1,000 auctions every week in a year and a half.
Sure.
But you don't know.
Right. Yeah.
You may invest a year and a half and you're still doing $82 auctions, at which point that
And
Is that
again,
good?
if it's just me doing it, it's just my time, And when I prepped them and put them in alphabetical order, it took me a couple of days. I did 20 minutes here, 10 minutes here. No big deal, It's just getting to the next step, getting the pictures on, and I think paying my employees to do it is probably not the best thing right now, until I get a feel for, hey, maybe if I can do higher end lots or something, then if I can make 500 to 1,000, I don't mind paying my employees an hour or two to help prep that.
Why do I have this feeling that those are going to end up consigned to Papergoy? I don't know. I just
could
got
be.
this. I got this feeling that
I might bring
it's
you a
all
bunch of comics in alphabetical order in lots. You never
just
know.
randomly showing up and
never
going,
know.
"Hey, sell these for me
Yeah.
on what now? We'll
Yeah.
split the money. We'll figure it out."
Exactly. But like some people love it and they have great success. I know Don the Enforcer is doing Hot Wheels or something. He loves it. He's making a killing, he said. And that's great. So it may be great for him. He loves that type of stuff and he's making money. It may not be great for me or someone else. I don't know.
Well, it's like anything else, though. I despise, and I know you're not a huge fan of the retail store.
Correct.
There are other people who
Oh, yeah.
thrive in that environment.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that because I just went to Rhinos with Chet there this morning. He got a bunch of graded stuff that came in, 50 comics or whatever. And I went in there like 10 o'clock. He just opened. Place was loaded. Good for him. I'm jealous, but again, I'm not jealous in the sense that I don't like the retail aspect of it. And, unless he has customers that they pay full price and everything, they pay tax and everything, don't complain. I get the people that come in, I'm asking $10, can you do 7, no tax? I got to deal with that stuff. And that's why I'm kind of turned off on the retail end of it. But yeah, it's great for some people. They have a lot of success with it.
So hit the like button if you could. Tell us what you feared and what you kept putting off and whether you've ever done it or not. And if you did do it, did it have a positive outcome, or were you right all along that, yeah, it was a waste of time? Definitely do let us know, because we're definitely curious to that. Do let us know down below in the comments, and we will see you probably before his next whatnot. Next
Nice.
video.
Take care. Bye-bye.